Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? The host with the most, Chad Kenney, is back again, and he got a new suit. Man's is dripping too hard. Today, we are welcoming our guest, Noosh. She is keeping it way too cute in the studio. This is another edition of B&L Tonight.
Up. Filsky says show nudes. Well, we got to make sure we stay within the terms of service. What is up? Welcome to Brownies and Lemonade Tonight. It is your boy Chad Kenney back again. Very special edition tonight. We've got one of our very good friends here that many of you know and love very dear. It's AAPI month, baby. We out here. We're killing it. Noodles is in the building and in the chat right now. What is up, y'all? How are we doing? It's good to be back. Got a brand new suit. We up in here right now. Lemonade says, "Hey, Blue List TV, happy Monday. What's up? Spirits ooh woo. You've never heard of nudes? Well, you will get acquainted very soon. Tsunami went off at EDC. I hope not literally, but they've had a drought there for a while, so I think Vegas could use the moisture. Koya, what's up in the chat? How we all doing, everyone? Thank you guys for tuning in. And my co-host and co-pilot, per usual, checking in. Evan, all caps, what is up?
Oh, man, just making it all make sense. Fighting a good fight. All the idioms I can make up right now.
That's good. Yeah, you need your idioms. You need your go-tos.
Yeah.
And, we're going to have some fun tonight. Noodles is here. We're going to be doing a lot of interactive stuff tonight. For the very first time, y'all, we're going to be opening up a call-in line on our Discord. So hit that command Discord. If you are a subscriber of this Twitch channel, you can jump in the waiting room and you will potentially get put on this show live on air to talk to me and Noodles later on in the program. So please consider subscribing. You got a Prime sub, you better hit it up. You just want to be generous with a tier 1, gift something, please. Don't miss your chance to be on this program live. Hear your voice. Don't do any ASMR stuff. We want to make sure we keep it a little bit more normalized here.
For sure.
We don't want to get too niche, right, Evan?
No, we don't want to get niche. We just want to keep it real pleasant and PC.
Do that kiss again? That's good. That was good. That's for the tier 2 subs, though. Let's get into the news, shall we? Oh, Noodles with the... We're almost at a hype train.
I'm just doing this.
She misses Twitch, and she is Mrs. Twitch back in here. Thank you so much. Hey, let's get that hype train rolling, guys. Ramon Payne with the tier 1. Oh, Jesus lives with the hype train is moving. Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. This is awesome. We're back up here. We're having a great time. Let's jump into some news, shall we? While we have that hype train going, I will try to call some of this out, but I got to read the news. I got to get to this news. Maris says petition to get nudes back on Twitch. Did you hear that?
Oh.
She was saying that she misses it. This might get the interest peaked again for her. She might be back in. Maris says they'll spend their paycheck on subs, so something to keep in mind. Let's jump into this right now with the news. So, DJ Fournette, thank you for that tier 1 at 14 months. Don't know if you guys heard this, but EDC returned this past weekend at its traditional time of year at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The 3-day electronic music festival, which featured acts such as Tiesto, Cascade, and Porter Robinson. Thank you, Spirits, for the gifted sub and all those bits. And Porter Robinson, they capped off a long week of festivities in Las Vegas that attracted hundreds of thousands of electronic music fans. And that's including the 2,200 people that are still trying to get out of the EDC parking lot. So if you're still there, just want to make sure you get home on time. Some of you have work on Tuesday. A bunch of you, I don't know what you do. Evan, don't you miss EDC?
Oh, man, I miss those late nights walking back home. I miss clocking the 30,000 steps a night. I miss, the massive hydration that it takes to just stay awake and alive. I miss that.
Hey, remember how long it took just to get food back to our art car?
You remember how long it took to get from back to the hotel just from the artist stage?
Right.
That was like the 3-hour mission.
Well, that was the punchline. That was the joke.
No, I was reliving it while I was listening to
Everyone in the chat wants to know if I'm wearing pants. I feel like we're going to have to get a few more subs out of you guys before we reveal that information live. That hype train is still going. It is smacking right now. Midnight Smacks. What is up? Yeah, but trust me, I try to keep it very PG-13 on this show. So, there's definitely some clothing down here, but I cannot show you that because it will give away my whole thing. Let's move on to the next story. It was announced that 3 of our favorite Saturday Night Live players, Kyle Mooney, Kate McKinnon, and Aidy Bryant, are departing after the finale of season 47. Nudes with more gifts. Thank you so much. That finale aired this past Saturday. I guess also Pete Davidson is reportedly leaving as well. I feel like Pete Davidson is like that dude who graduated from USC who now works in the WME mailroom. And he keeps going back to the frat house every weekend to play like quarters in Beirut with the boys for just old time's sake. But now he's got promoted to junior agent and he just can't be seen at the SAE house anymore. So that's kind of where he's at right now. But no, in all seriousness, I've heard a lot of people calling Pete Davidson an A-list celebrity. If he's A-list, then I guess Hollywood they're grading on a curve now, is basically what I want to say, right? Right, Evan?
Let me tell you, the bar is in hell.
That's how low it is?
That's how low it is.
It's gone.
That picture kind of is giving me like dirty Q-tip vibes. I mean, I like Skeet, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. He looks like, when you get your ear after like a good 3-day break. You know what I'm saying?
Right. After you come back from EDC and you put a Q-tip in there, that's what Pete Davidson looks like to you?
Oh, my gosh.
Wicked Edge says he's no A-list. Spirit says oof. No, we're just having fun. I mean, this guy is so loaded and so Caucasian. He's doing better than me. Up next, Flume. He released his long-awaited album Palaces this past Friday. It was the 3rd LP release from the Australian electronic artist and his first in over 6 years. The 13-track album, which features guest vocals from artists such as Damon Albarn, comes as Flume hits the tour for his world tour. He hits the road. And, we got a sneak peek at his tour writer, Evan, and we were surprised to see how much he cares about nutrition. Yeah, apparently he's on a raw diet. So, a lot of peaches.
I don't even have nothing for that one. It's just a great picture.
There you go. Yeah, that says it all. For you Tier 3 Flume fans, you know what we're talking about.
Nudes hit it right on the nose.
The only fan song on the Flume album was interesting. Well, some of you guys might not be educated enough to understand it. So that's all I'm just going to say. You're not evolved enough. We need you to go from War Turtle to Blastoise before you can listen to that album. Girl Jackie says, throwback to Burning Man, LOL. Evan, Burning Man, is that something that you plan on going to at any time soon?
It was on my like bucket list, and then I hit 30. And so I got to retool the bucket list.
Right.
It might get back on there again after I hit like 45 because I feel like, that's what you do.
A bucket list is like kind of the chicken that we ordered at Jollibee. That's the bucket list now.
Damn.
Yeah. That's how low the stakes are. It used to be like, I want to travel, I want to go to Europe, I want to go backpacking across the country and all this stuff. And now it's like,
and now I just want to try Jollibee.
I've never tried Jollibee, so I can't wait to do that. That's about as adventurous as I am when you get past 30. So, shout out Flume though. That record is awesome. Galaxy says, not Blastoise. Noodles is loving everyone in the chat, including 4-Color Zach, the absolute GOAT. We need to get him on this show ASAP. Thank you guys all for checking in. That hype train is still active, 91% to the next level, guys. Ooh, we're just so close. We're so close. All right, up next. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. It was speculated this past weekend that superstar Atlanta rap group Migos is reportedly parting ways. Evan, I can't believe this. Quavo promoted his new single with Takeoff. It's called Hotel Lobby. And Offset apparently unfollowed them on Instagram right after because it was announced that the two are forming a separate rap duo called Unk and Few. That's not the joke. That is actually the name of the rap duo. Now that Offset is allegedly no longer friends with the other two members of Migos, I guess their final project together will be under a different name, Caligos. So, Evan, you're gonna buy that Caligos record?
No, yes, for sure, because I have a couple of people that I'm not cool anymore. We're Caligos.
They're just chums. They're not even chums. They're I don't know. Are they even acquaintances at this point? I mean, you unfollow someone. There's people I don't like that I still follow on Instagram. I just mute them because I can't take the social sort of stigma of not following them back. That would be just terrible. Lemonade with that tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This hype train is a chugging along, choo-choo. Thank you guys so much. Wow, this is awesome. We are so excited to have Noodles here. Seeds is thanking you for that sub. I know you can see that because you're looking at it over there. Yeah, that Migos tape. Oh, it's gonna be long delayed. But check out Unk and Few, y'all. I'm sure those streams won't be purchased. Also happening this past weekend, Tiger Woods withdrew from the 2022 PGA Championship after struggling in the third round, posting his career worst score at the event. Now, the 15-time major winner withdrew on Twitter after he shot a 9 over par 79, but it was only his second major appearance in an almost 17-month layoff after he was in a serious car accident in 2021. Now, this is really hard for all of us to see as sports fans. Evan, I'm sure you can relate to that. But now for music fans, let's just say that Tiger Woods' golf career is similar to the career of Grammy-nominated artist Smash Mouth, right? Hear me out. If winning the 1997 Masters is his version of the triple platinum record All-Star, well, he might be moving into the Sturgis motorcycle rally part of his career. So you hate to see it. Sorry, Tiger, we love you. Fluto, thank you for the 100 bits. Evan, is Tiger done?
Yeah, Tiger's done, and it's kind of amazing that he's come back from so many car accidents.
Right.
I mean, that's not funny, but he's had a terrible history with cars.
I mean, the fact that he came back to win the Masters in 2019, he couldn't walk physically a few years earlier. Girl Jackie says rest in par.
That's pretty good.
She should get in the writer's room for this show. I mean, it's probably better than some of the shit that I wrote. Yeah, it's sad to see about Tiger Woods because he's obviously someone you and I grew up with, and it's Father Time's undefeated.
Man, that part. Breaking news. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Kanye just released a collab with McDonald's. He's redesigning some packaging for McDonald's. I mean, that's peak Kanye. I don't know. He's the most. He is the most.
He's the most.
Yeah,
and he was in high school. He was voted most.
I got you, Outlier.3.
So the thing about that is, we already touched upon it a few weeks ago, but Pusha T was doing an official diss track against McDonald's for Arby's. So the fast food wars are kind of creeping up. Last year, you saw the fried chicken sandwich wars. It was going off the last couple of years, but now it's getting rappers to do diss tracks. I cannot wait to hear who Wendy's employs. What fast food chain would you like to hear a rapper drop like a Fire 16 for?
Oh man, honestly, if Jack Harlow came through with the Sweet Green bars, I need Jack Harlow for Sweet Green like yesterday.
Someone just said Yeezy just jumped over. Wendy's? Raising Cane's. Cane's, yeah. No, but it's funny. Well, now that Devin Booker was the spokesman for Sweet Green, I think they're reconsidering their options of of who they're endorsing. Nude says ones if you think Jack Harlow is hot. I'm sure a lot of you will be hopping on that one.
Two.
That's good. That's really good. 0. Lemonade says, I guess I owe you a lemonade because you guys said Cane's at the same time. Raising Cane's is surprisingly fire. That's another topic on the show. We love food on this show. I can't wait for Noodles to get up here because, well, brownies, lemonade, noodles, all of it. If we don't talk about food, then we're absolute frauds at this point. It is just complete false advertising. Let's get into the last story, shall we? Rihanna and A$AP Rocky welcomed their first child together on May 13th. A beautiful baby boy, yeah. A source close to the couple says they are doing great as they are taking on their new roles as parents. No word yet on the name of the child, but judging by the couple's affinity for the $sign and weird celebrity kids' names, if I were to guess, I'm gonna say his name is gonna be something like Arliss. That makes sense, right?
I mean, that would be a great A$AP Arliss.
Yeah.
A$AP Arliss, that's
A$AP
a fire.
Because the kid has to have at least more $signs, right? Because
At
generational wealth, right? Does that make more sense?
Damn. Ain't nothing more generational than Arliss.
Mary says the baby's name is Drake. What a twist.
Ouch.
That is on the next Dragon Ball Z. Spirits, guys, I don't think he is in a real place. It's real to me. I mean, I'm not in like the Beyond dimension or wherever Ant-Man was trapped between the two Avengers movies. We're not at EDC. Actually, this is all taking place at the EDC parking lot, guys, by the way. I am still rolling. That moon is very big. Yes, it is. Not as big as it could be if you guys subscribed more. But thank you for the tier 5, the level 5 hype train. That was awesome. This is great, guys. We love coming to you every second and fourth Monday here. I know it's a little weird, but second and fourth Mondays here on Twitch. We got Nudes coming up, and I'm not talking about the stuff that'll get us banned from Twitch. Noodles is going to be up in just a few minutes. We will be right back. Thank you so much. Let's get to it.
Now your favorite duo, besides me and Chad, of course, is sitting at the table ready to get into it. Allow me to reintroduce Chad Kenney and Noodles.
Hey.
What an intro.
What an intro.
You guys
Noodles.
have great voices. Like, I feel like you guys are,
Oh, you know.
this is great.
We try. We did some amateur acting and podcasting. It's semi-professional, you know. We're on Twitch right now.
I like it, Picasso.
Thank you guys so much. Noodles, thank you for joining us. How this is a real place, right?
This is real.
Yeah, look.
Like, I just had dinner at the Nobu, like in that building right here.
You did?
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah. But so, and also this is the Sweet Green headquarters right here. Jose, this is where you got lost on GPS the other day. There's a Trader Joe's on La Brea, and anyway, welcome back for the first time, but welcome back to Twitch.
I'm so happy to be back on Twitch.
Everyone in the chat right there, you can see, someone says give you an Oscar.
You guys, we love you guys. My little noodle heads in the chat.
So it's been a minute. Tell us, you were on Twitch pretty frequently during lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So in 2020, I was already kind of dabbling into the Twitch realm because 100 Thieves, which is this gaming crew, they booked me to play their gaming party for TwitchCon in like 2019. And so that's when I got introduced to the platform. Like, these gamer boys came running up to me at the DJ booth and was like, dude, you're so sick. Like, you gotta stream your DJ sets on Twitch. And I was like, what the fuck is Twitch? And then they were like, dude, it's this sick streaming platform, like blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. And then like the following week, Twitch like saw that I was getting posted on their story and they were like, oh yeah, like, let's bring you into our headquarters in San Francisco and like, we'll introduce to you the platform. So I went to SF with my mom. I brought my mom with me. My mom was like, what the heck is this?
And you're in SF local.
Yeah, but like I live in LA. But like I flew to SF because I had a gig out there, and then I decided to go to the Twitch headquarters. And then like they gave me the tour and I was like, oh my God, like I don't think that many DJs is like doing this. So I was like, let me go buy some cool equipment. And so I ended up like getting like a Logitech sponsorship, and then like shit just started falling into place, and then the pandemic happened, and I started streaming like 3 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, doing like 3 to 6 hour DJ
They were
sets.
lengthy.
Yes.
So you had to come up with like themes for the sets, right?
Kinda,
Sometimes?
yeah. Some nights we had like themed nights. Like we had a goth night. Like I play a lot of emo music on my shit. It was like really sick.
People are just going bananas. That
Okay, Noodleheads, tell everyone your favorite memory on my Twitch and my Discord. I felt like so many friendships formed during the pandemic from my Discord crew. Like I had friends who went to Lovers and Friends Festival like last weekend, and they
met
all
on the
met
Twitch
on my
stream?
Twitch stream.
That's awesome.
And like they were sending me pictures, and like I had my moderator, my number one moderator, Kuya J, like come with me to my Skrillex show. And
Roro said when you waxed your lip.
oh yeah, I waxed my upper lip. Yeah, see, like hell yeah. I've done some crazy shit.
Dracer's B-Day stream.
Yeah.
When you went off on the sub-dub guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we not talk about that one?
Yeah.
When I twerked on the wall.
Yeah, Maris was she was going in. We loved it.
Yo, the chat is flying right now.
AVG night for Ro. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to bury our leads too much. Let's jump into, this is what makes this talk show different, because it's Twitch. We want to engage the chat. So you wrote a list of topics for us.
Oh my God.
We're going to have the chat vote on those topics. We will not talk about it unless you vote on it. So,
vote.
Jackie, if we could pull up the first group of topics whenever you can. Oh, look how fast she is. She is the best. Okay, so here it is. Craziest event when DJing. Bay Area rap versus LA rap, or best LA fried chicken spots / fried chicken sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
These are good
Craziest
topics.
event when DJing is going off, but I'm gonna vote for the fried chicken stuff just because I kind of want to hear your take on it.
It's so political out here.
know, but
I feel like there's so many.
I know. Well, we got it. If they want to hear about it, they're gonna have to vote on it.
Okay,
So
you guys
we
gotta
won't-
vote. Let's see. Oh my God.
But you're Bay Area represent. So
Yes.
where in the Bay Area
I am
specifically?
from Hayward, California. It is in the East Bay. It's
Yeah.
about like 2-3 cities away from Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to school at James Logan High School. Shout out to Union City. I graduated the class of 2010. I'm old as fuck now. So, but yeah, it was cool. I love Hayward. I rep it everywhere I go.
But you like LA. I mean, you're in LA.
I love
resident.
LA. I've been living in LA now for about 8 years.
Yeah, I feel like the Bay Area versus LA rap thing won't get picked, but there is an interesting rivalry between the Bay and LA, but there's so much cross-pollination, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you go to a Clippers game, now I told you I'm a Clippers fan, but sometimes there'll be more Warriors fans there, obviously, right? And then we're always like, well, if Oakland was so great, then why'd you leave?
Listen.
Just kidding. I'm just playing with you. But you know, and that's how it was at UCLA where I went. There was so many Bay kids.
Yeah.
And the same thing at Berkeley. A lot of LA kids go
Yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's usually a switch because people want to get out of.
Yeah, and it's like a different culture, but also I feel like there's still love for both cities, obviously. Like there's a mutual respect.
Right.
It's just turf territory.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
people just like getting on each other's
And don't
nerves.
mention Giants Dodgers. That's a sore subject. Maris says I wouldn't have survived the beginning of the pandemic without nudes and our community.
Oh, Marissa. Okay, so can I talk about Marissa real quick?
Let's do it.
She met her boyfriend in my chat.
What?
Jesus is in the chat, you guys. Marissa and Jesus met. And yeah, they like secretly were doing the secret link, the sneaky link, whatever y'all call it. And then one day they like popped in and like they sent me a Christmas card and they were together in their Christmas card. And I was like,
Love at first sub.
love at first sub.
Well, the chat has spoken. Craziest event when DJing. Yeah.
Oh my
This was
God,
something that
okay.
you had picked. So, do you have
I
anything?
have so many stories.
Let's just give us like the best, like one, the best maybe two.
Okay, I'll give you like two
Yeah, 'cause-
situations. Okay, so actually recently, so my biggest crush is Timothée Chalamet.
Really?
Yeah,
So do you like Dune?
I love Dune.
Yeah.
I think he's a phenomenal. I really fell in love with his acting skills in his movie Beautiful Boy with
Right.
Steve Carell.
Right.
But I will say this happened recently, and like it was at my friend Simi and Hayes' party, and Kate Trinata was DJing, and The Weeknd was there. It was just like super LA shit, right?
Uh huh.
My dumbass did chocolate shrooms, and like I never fangirl. Like I've been in rooms with Drake, I've been to dinner with Future, like I never fangirl. But like when I saw Timothy like in like that's all I kept looking at. And
Right.
then like his security heard me and my girlfriends just being like, oh my God, it's Timothy. And like we're on shrooms just like laughing and like giggling like little high school girls. And then the security guard goes, And I was supposed to DJ next, so I was like, oh fuck. Like, so the security shut me down. So that's one crazy DJ situation.
Great.
But another one was in Australia. This is the worst one. I DJ for an R&B singer. Her name's Kaylani, and we were touring Australia, and I usually do like an hour DJ set before she gets on, and she like sings for like 2 hours, but I had to pee like so bad on stage, like I was going to get a UTI if I did not release like what was in my
that's
system.
not good for you.
And like, it's like terrible for girls. So like, I asked like the side stage manager, and I was like, yo, like hand me a cup. And he was like, why? And I was like, just hand me it. And so he hands me a cup, and I'm fucking peeing on stage. It was so bad. It was so gross. Oh my God, my manager was just.
So those of you who started DJing in college, just know that when you turn professional, nothing changes.
You guys, I hope you guys don't judge me.
No,
like,
we're not. That's why we're saying it publicly on the front page of Twitch.
Oh yeah. I wish I was making
No, this
that
is
up.
why we had you on, because you were candid, you were real. This is why people love you. People were talking about how Maris eloped. Wow, that's crazy.
Did they really? No, you guys did not. Okay, we'll talk.
Nanch says, don't pick on Jesus Lives too much. He has a flamethrower. Oof. That would be a terrible way to go.
We love the
no judgment zone here. This ain't Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Evan, what are the crazy stories that we have on stage? Or like what is a crazy thing that happened to us?
So there was that one time at Union where those guys bum rushed the stage, and one of our lovely security guys pretty much choke slammed the dude. Safely though, he kind of like landed on his feet, but he like choke slammed him and landed on his feet off stage. That was kind of scary.
Yeah, that was. And Union kind of turned into a free-for-all sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
it's kind of like, it's a mystery box. You never know what you're gonna get at that venue.
It's a sweat box, it's a mystery box, it's a rage cage. There also was the dude who was in a wheelchair, and the crowd surfed him to the front. And then he got on the stage and was like doing wheelies.
That's sick! Oh my God,
that was a really
that's
fun
actually
moment.
Sick,
Yeah.
I love that.
Crazy moments when you're DJing. Do you have any other ones off the top of your head? Because you DJ so much.
So I actually been like rebranding this, like not rebranding, but starting this party called Rowdy Town, which I'm about to announce my tour tomorrow. But
this is a good place to talk about it.
And basically with Rowdy Town, I got like a seltzer sponsor. So I basically want like frat party vibes at the show. Like it's gonna be like early 2012 bangers, like EDM shit, like shit that's like, I can't even explain it. And like emo, obviously, because that's
Rowdy
just
Town.
part of me. So Rowdy Town. But basically, since I got a seltzer sponsor, I've been doing a bunch of like shotgun contests.
Oh my gosh.
And like winners get like nudes merch. And obviously they get like the exposure to stand on stage with me. So
Dude, this is so awesome.
So Rowdy Town.
Everyone in the chat's going crazy. Roro says, ma'am, rowdy, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jesus says shotguns and beer bongs. Four Color Zach goes, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh really? Shotguns and crap?
There's a Seattle show, and we're gonna have to shotgun some things in Seattle.
FCZ, shotgunning a seltzer in Seattle. I love it. This is what happens. You just, family's at home. He's gotta come out. He's gotta live a little. Tap back
Papa's
into that.
day off.
Yeah, Papa's day off. Tap into that energy. Jackie, let's bring up the next group of topics. So it's kind of like more of like a ethical kind of frat party though, right? Like, because it's the spirit of the frat party that it's just so fun.
It's like the energy.
Yeah, it's the energy, not literally.
Yeah,
not some of the literal
we
things.
We don't rep no houses out here.
Yeah, I DJ'd I was a frat DJ in college. That's where I made like most of my money and like kind of earned my stripes. Mm-hmm. And there's some things that I saw there that I can never go on record to.
I don't really support the hazing. I don't like that. I've never been a fan of like that type of stuff. So, but I do support staying in school. So if you're getting your education on, you can have some fun.
Let me just say there was some aggressive Caucasian energy at all turns. Up next, round 2. Shout out some AAPI artists, Nudes, Lumpia Corner, Pop-Up, and your favorite DJ set.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we will. It looks like the pop-up is in the lead right now. Guys, please vote. We need you to vote. This is a very big part of the show, and it does not exist without your contributions.
Ooh.
But people look like they want to hear. But it's moving.
It's moving. It's a close call.
So when do you think you're going to announce this Rowdy
Town tour tomorrow? I was supposed to announce it today, but like we just got an offer in for another city, so like we had to finalize that and then add that into the tour, which is like It's hard because like I keep saying I'm gonna announce, and then like my manager just texted me like an hour ago and was like, Toronto just sent in an offer. So I was like, okay, like we gotta announce the shows that we're already on so I can start promoting, because the first show starts next Saturday, which is, I can tell you guys that show because it's already out.
Yeah.
It's with Wax Motif at the Palladium in Los Angeles.
Awesome.
So another AAPI artist.
That's right. That's
You
my boy.
guys
That's my
listen.
boy.
I did a show with Waxy at the Avant Gardener with Skrillex, and Insomniac was just like, we need you at the LA Palladium show. I was like, oh, you need
absolutely.
me? I was like, I'm just like,
It was you
whatever.
and Wax.
It was Waxy, yeah. And
You know what? That actually is one of the topics that might come up, so we'll see. We'll
Okay.
save that. I want to hear some of the stories from that if
Yeah,
it gets chosen. Mary says, I bought my ticket already. Jackie said that she would maybe break her sobriety for your
Oh my God.
for your
No,
rowdy town.
I support everyone on their sobriety journey.
Same.
I
We'll be
think-
sober. We'll drink. I'll bring the Coke Zeros.
Yeah.
That's-
Or the Perrier, you know.
the
like,
Perrier.
I like
No
Pellegrino.
sodium. We love
like
that. Lemonade says, my favorite AAPI artist is Elefante. Sorry, Chad. I wouldn't consider myself an artist. I would consider myself a con artist. I somehow faked it till I maked it, you know?
You're an artist.
Thank you. You could get Skrillex on and have a muck bangarang segment.
Oh my
you guys should be
God.
writing these jokes.
We should
Nudes,
ask
let's
him.
talk about this Lumpia Corner pop-up. Jose, can we pull up the some of these images that we have
God.
very gracefully prepped here? So,
That's my dad. You guys, I'm Filipino American, if you guys don't know who I am in the chat. So Filipinos, we like to, host and feed our friends. And lumpia is a really popular dish. It's like an appetizer dish. It's basically an egg roll. There's I did a pop-up with my immediate family at Love Hour, which is this burger spot in LA.
Shout out Koreatown.
Yes, we love
All the
Love
homies.
Hour.
There's you right there at the.
That's it. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. You
I
guys
like
really
the banner.
gathered. Yeah. You like the branding?
Yeah,
it's cool, right?
Yeah, it's super on point.
I did like uniforms because I'm a go big or go home type of girl.
No,
Like-
this is good. Are those kind of like bowling shirts?
Yes, they were bowling shirts, and then
color,
they're
yeah.
embroidered with the Nudes logo. I made.
Hey, we weren't going to set you up to fail. We wanted to have all the right materials for you to talk about. But anyway, give us a little bit of breakdown of what happened.
Yeah, so basically what makes our lumpias different compared to others is I don't eat red meat, so I use ground chicken in my recipes for the lumpia. So ground chicken is like a healthier substitute, I guess, but who's even healthy these days? But yeah, and then my mom came and did her famous arroz caldo, which is like a rice porridge dish, and it's like a soup with
Nice.
like ginger, garlic, like tripe, green onions, and
Wow.
she basically made a huge pot, and like we sold out of it in like 2 hours that we were there. And then she did her melon drink too, which is like cantaloupe. It's like a cantaloupe lemonade basically.
That's dope.
It was so refreshing. It was like 110 degrees that day.
And the fryer
Oh my
was
God!
out.
Yep, the deep fryer. We
deep fryer.
were official. I came. I know nothing about the food industry, and if y'all in the chat work in a restaurant, I respect y'all so much for being able to do this every day. Like,
Oh, for real.
I couldn't do that. I was whooped.
No,
we
just
were
one
only
day.
doing that for 5 hours, and I knocked out when I got home.
Roro says potato cameo.
Ooh. My dog's corgi's name is Potato, so that's who she's referencing.
Megan Bastos says cassava cake. Dracer says bread check.
Oh, bread check. So whenever we got drunk on my stream, we would go on my Discord and say bread check. So like to keep like, your stomach with food, we would say bread check, and everyone would post pictures with bread in their hand.
I love that. Yeah, we do these fun stuff. We just want to.
It was fun.
Have a shared
I need to bring
experience
it
with
back.
y'all. It's great. I love that. Megan Bastos says, if y'all didn't get the secret cassava cake, y'all missed out.
Oh, the cassava.
Cassava.
So, yeah, that's a dessert dish. It's made from a yucca root, and it's basically like a flan. Shout out to A-Track. A-Track loves flan.
Oh yeah.
So like,
DJ flan emoji.
yeah, it was so good. That's like my mom's specialty too. It was basically a pop-up for my mom's recipes.
Flan kind of smacks though. And I actually, just a few weeks later, we went to a pop-up together at Smorgasburg LA. That was last weekend.
Yes.
And Mr. Carmack DJ'd, Tsunami, Josh Pan, but we were all hanging out there.
Yeah.
That was really good too.
That was so fun.
And
very wholesome.
What was the restaurant we got the plate from? The Filipino
Oh,
plate?
Monopo.
Monopo.
Yeah. So it's another Filipino restaurant. Shout out. It's AAPI month. We're gonna keep talking about food, but it's a Filipino restaurant that specializes in barbecue plates in LA. It's called Monopo.
Monopo.
They are at Smorgasburg every Sunday.
Yeah, it's fire. Just what I love: protein, some grains,
Garlic rice.
Yeah, it's the garlic rice did smack. Johnny 2x4 says describe the taste of the cassava cake.
Okay, so it's a little coconutty because there's coconut milk in it. The texture is very, very dense. Damn, I sound like I'm on the Food Network.
Yeah, dude, your name is Noodles.
Yeah.
Like.
And then on top is a condensed milk, but when my mom bakes it in the oven, the condensed milk creates a very like crispy but like sweet texture on top, and it's just like salivating, and then you bite into it, and dang, I'm in a trance. I'm all just thinking about it because it's
Don't
so
worry,
good.
we got some other. We got a
good.
mango pie up here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't want to bury the lead again, but Jollibee, we did mention it at the top of the show, but we have Jollibee. It has been delivered. It's gonna be my first time trying. Evan, your first time?
Yeah, for sure.
And you said something about Yum Burger. Was that a joke?
No, Yum Burger is the name of the burger on
Right.
Jollibee's. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have their own.
I
own
guess.
chain.
I don't know. I didn't know.
Were you saying something? No. Oh, okay. Never mind. Evan, no, I was just trying to include Evan in on the conversation because it is he and I's first time eating.
Yeah, I heard that the spaghetti was sweet though, and I got some homies that make their spaghetti sweet, so I'm trying to see what that correlation be like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say that my roommate Ian Young Hershey has mixed feelings about the sweet spaghetti,
Yeah.
but we're gonna try that live. Now, guys, I said at the top of the show, jump in our Discord if you have a subscription. When we get to that segment, we're gonna be taking callers for the first time ever on one of our shows. That should go well.
I know. I hope it goes well.
We're gonna hear your voice live on air while we're eating that Jollibee. Jackie, if we can pull up the next round of topics. Shogun Zord said,
Chad.
hopefully y'all got their peach mango pies.
Chad, we actually have a video of when Brownies tried our hand at our food venture.
We've got a video of Noodles and I in a food-related video. Let's jump to it.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm enjoying this.
Do you remember this?
With Party Favor.
Party Favor?
Oh my God, TBT.
Oh, in and out.
I look so disheveled, like I just got off
Bring
of
you
a
guys into my
flight.
world. I just want everyone to come to it, have a good time,
Oh,
have a good vibe,
Dylan.
positive vibe, and just leave it all out there.
Feeling it.
That's what we need right now.
These are the lost files, yo.
Dude, why is it when we look back just even 3 or 4 years, I'm like, man, that was so long ago.
This was not 3 years ago. This was like 5.
Was that 5 years ago?
Yeah, I feel like that was
It
like.
was like 2017 or 18.
Oh my God, I looked crazy in that video. But I will say,
Roro says, stop, you look hot.
thanks, bro. You're so
The
kind.
pineapple juice always hits the spot.
2017.
Let's
my
look at these
God.
topics real quick, guys. Please make sure you vote on this. We have Noodles, and the Noodle and Kehlani tours. We want to hear about that a little bit. Opening for Skrillex at Brooklyn Mirage, which was insane. I mean,
We have to talk about that regardless.
I mean,
but again.
here, I'll even vote on it, guys. We need you to vote though. And workout routine.
Yeah, no one cares about working out if we're eating Jollibee, you know? Like,
0%.
Like, throw the
0%. We're talking about food.
No one wants workout routines. No one
We're
has
talking
time for
about
that.
Jollibee and pineapple juice and pies.
The
and
peach
then,
mango pie.
What's your workout routine?
I'm such a hypocrite.
Yeah, today was like an all delts and tries day. I was like, what? I was going to talk about that. 2 people voted on workout routine. I
Dang,
think just
you
to
guys.
spite me. I think they just heard
Damn.
me talking some smack. Anyway, that video was to promote Party Favor's show at the
Fonda.
Fonda.
Yeah.
And that was one. Jose, do we have that video also of? Was there another video from that with her or?
Dang, Too Fresh and Gladiator.
Yeah.
What a good lineup.
Remember how high up that stage was?
Yeah, it was huge. I
It
brought
was so
Kehlani
high
out at
up.
that show. That was nuts.
That was awesome. Well, we have some more clips and we'll jump to them later. But opening for Skrillex, just one. What was that like? Skrillex has only played he's only played one official set in the last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But only
since
maybe less than.
2017
Yeah.
was like his last. Okay, well, like, I was shook because one day I was like cooking breakfast and then my phone went off and it was DMs and Sonny had asked me and was like, hey, and then he like messaged again and then he was like, do you want to play a show with me in New York on October 27th? I like remember like everything. And he was like, I like fell to the floor. I collapsed on my knees. You guys, I'm like the biggest fucking Sunny Moore fan. Like, I'm an emo bitch. So like, from first to last, like I'd pick From First to Last over like his Skrillex shit. Cause like, that's how much like I like loved his band.
Right.
And so I like collapsed to the floor. I like crawled to my boyfriend who was on my couch. And I was like, Aaron, read my phone. I was like, is this real? And like, Aaron read it and was like, babe, get up. It's real. And you have to respond. So I was like, and so I was like shaking when I was like responding, and I was like, oh my God, Sunny. I was like, I'm actually cleared that day. And he was like, okay, can you have your agent email my agent? And I was like, he's like, we're literally about to announce tomorrow. So like, I kind of need you to do it ASAP. So I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like my agent, like immediately, I was like, I don't even care what they're paying me. I was like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Sign me up, sign me up.
Right.
And so basically like, boom, they announced it the next day. And I didn't even know Wax Motif was playing it. I'm such a fan of him too. So I was just like, this lineup was just like perfect. Like, I just think everyone was so different with their DJ sets. And I think that's what makes like a really good lineup. You know, it's like you're not just listening to house music all night.
No, because there's not a lot that you can elaborate on what someone has done before you. You know, if it's all the same genre and same style. But Skrillex has always been good about curating the support on his shows in that way. So a little bit of everything. And he himself, obviously, a pretty, you know, can I tell a story about Aaron though, real quick?
Yeah, of course.
So Aaron, Mr. Carmack, Sonny personally requested that he DJ his birthday back in 20.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I think it was 2017.
Where the monkeys were there, right?
Yeah, it was in Malibu at a private house. But we went out to that house, and Aaron was DJing, and just Skrillex was literally 2 feet away from him, like right, because it was just like on this like table outside. But Skrillex was like 2 feet in front of Carmack, just like in front of the laptop, just like oh. And everyone was standing around, like, I mean, because just like a fanboy moment for Skrillex, you know, but also booking you guys, I think in a way he feels that way too, about he loves you guys, I think, in the same way, which is kind of weird to think about, right?
It was nuts too, because like he followed up with the messages, and like this is like right after the pandemic happened. It was like things were slowly starting to open up again. And he was like, you know, it's really hard to like pick artists to open up for my shows, but he was like, I will honestly say, watching your videos on your Instagram, like you look so fun and authentic when you play, and like you just literally look like you're having fun. And he was just like, that's when I was like, I want you to play my show. So I was like, damn, you mean I can play your show? And like, for like playing emo music, like I don't even play like full EDM sets. Like, and he was just like, no, I like love that. And I was just like, sick.
This is, Jose, we're just gonna go straight into it. We're gonna play a clip of Noodles DJing at Brownies Lemonade. Now, Jackie, this was one of the topics, but I'm just gonna select it myself. Jose, if we could play that clip from the Halloween show, if you wanna see what Skrillex was talking about of her being a lot of fun and that energy.
Oh my God, I'm scared. What is it?
What, you know this clip?
Oh my God, yes! This Halloween show was so good. That was so fun in Santa Barbara. Damn. Oh man. Love trap music.
Poor Kendrick. The best costume. That was an homage to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, it
That's
was.
awesome.
So yeah, our sunflower costumes was a DIY.
DIY. Oh, there you
not
go.
DIY.
That's
DIY.
a great photo. I love that one.
We made our costumes like 2 nights before. I make all my Halloween costumes. I don't like that store-bought shit. You know, it's kind of fun.
You made all those?
We made, besides the green suits, like we obviously bought those, but like the sunflower petals.
That's
and,
awesome. They stayed on nice too.
Yes, they did. I had to take it off while DJing, but it was. But yeah, it was so fun. Will Smith had an episode where he was like teaching the young kids, like, you are my sunshine. And so that's when we were like, we should be this for the Brownies Halloween party.
That's great. It's so smart. Jackie, we can pull up the next round of topics, please. You know, one of the ideas that I had is that, like, when we did EDC or we do one of these art cars, is that we all show up dressed like Tupac and Dr. Dre in the like California Love video. You know, it's like Mad Max.
Legendary.
And I get like a little interest from some people, but there's some people on our team, I won't say his name, is just like not down. So it's like if we don't all roll up dressed like that, it's gonna just look weird, you know? And like why would you want to be the one holdout, right, Evan?
I'm not the one holdout.
I didn't say anything.
I know we're
Don't take it so personally.
I've been swinging this idea. I've been swinging from this idea since like 2016, bro.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's just nice to like come and do a theme, you know, like
it's fun with the group.
I love theming with a group. It's fun. We should do a theme.
We did float the Village People for like the last 3 years, and like nobody's wanted to do that either. Like
I know it's tough.
I'm so down to be the construction worker.
I know.
But not the Native American, unless you are actually Native American.
Right.
You know, the culture appropriating stuff.
You know, it's kind of hard to do.
Jose, you could we could find some way to do it. I mean, we're a multi-ethnic boy band.
Well, y'all really are. You have every color on the spectrum. It's pretty awesome.
I remember I said we were like we should be called None Direction. You know, that's what. Last round, favorite up-and-coming producers. Ooh. The importance of saying no, normalizing that. I think that's a really good one. And the Noodles Kehlani tour. Vote on these guys, please.
We like this. Dang, good topics.
Right? You might have picked some of them.
Wait.
Jae-yoon says, look at that handsome young man.
Yes.
What a Chad. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I know he means that very sincerely. Guys, vote on these topics, please, before they go away.
One's in the chat.
We are tied right now. We are tied. We need your input. Uh-oh.
Yeah, these are good topics.
Yep. Uh-oh.
None direction, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Couple more seconds. All right, favorite up-and-coming producers, just eking it out. Tell us some of the people that you've been listening to, because obviously, you know, Brownies Lemonade, we pride ourselves on helping a lot of the younger up-and-coming artists.
Yeah.
But who are some people that you're listening to?
Lately on Audius, so I've been like really digging for a lot of music on Audius.
Shout out Audius.
Yes, we love Audius. Shout out to
we do an
Clayton.
Audius show every Tuesday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, they power our stream.
I've been listening to a lot of DeBao's music. He's been releasing a lot of beats lately, and I'm like really into him. Knock 2, obviously, and the ISO, like I think those two are literally gonna be super freaking massive, and we have to keep pushing those two, because like literally they're like two little like Laos kid and a freaking Filipino kid. You don't really get to see that in the EDM world that actually make good music. You know?
I know. I said this as a joke about the Sable Valley crew, but I was like, isn't it interesting how it was like these Asian kids that saved EDM, you know?
On God, like
and
I'm
they
not
saved
gonna
trap,
lie.
you know?
And they're just the sweetest. Like they're just like super fans of the music, and like they're just like really there to have a good time.
Well, one thing, just so you know, and real quick, is that when I first met ISO and Knock, it was when Knock 2 was opening at it was like a 1720 show we were doing, and I never met them, but I'd heard the song Radial, and Julian ISOXO had come with a denim jacket, and he spray painted it with the Sable Valley logo. He custom made it. He was just such a fan of just like that. He couldn't believe he was on the label and part of the crew. And then he was just a big fan of Brownies and Lemonade. So we did this like open aux contest where we pick people submit, and then we like, you know, we pick one of them to open the show. Yeah. So we did one in San Diego, and he told me like he was so like he wanted to like open that show so badly, and like I didn't even like see his name in the submissions, you know, because you're going through so many hundred. Yeah. But it's just so funny to see that this talent is just right there, and it's up to people like us to unearth it. You know.
What I love about them too is like they're very like vulnerable, because they're like really new to the scene, and like they're not scared to show that like they're fans of people. I feel like when you're breaking into the industry, you almost put on this ego for no freaking reason. Right. Like you kind of forget why you got into this electronic scene, and like I don't know, like I'm a super fan. Like if I go to RL Grime shows, I'm like in the crowd like going crazy, because like I love trap music, and I think like those kids, like I want them to hang on to that feeling, because it's like when you get older and you're doing shows and stuff, it's really hard to like remember exactly why you got into it.
You know, just act like you when you see Timothy Chalamet. And then, see, like, did you see that?
I get
it's a very natural reaction, you know. But don't get accosted by security. That is the boundaries. We're all about boundaries. Is there anyone else
Tsunami. I
Yeah.
love her. I think her music is really freaking fun. Her DJ sets are amazing.
Yeah, she ripped it at that.
Yeah, I wish I got to
Smorgasbord set.
stay for that, but I was watching videos. She looked amazing.
Yeah.
And then I have to, he's not new, but like I will say Sam Gellatry's new music of him singing is like really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare when producers can go into the singing realm and actually kill it, but like Sammy G like really got it.
Yeah, Sam G, like he played us some of that music a few years ago with him singing on it. We literally couldn't believe that it was him. He's so inspired by like Daft Punk and like classic
And
disco
Banger
house.
Records, yeah,
Right.
like all of them. That's what I grew up when I was just DJing.
Marble Room says Sam Goat. Sleepy Joe
Yes.
Biden 69 says real trap shit. ISO was so fire at the Thanksgiving show. That is true. We brought him out at LA Historic Park. And the best part is they bring their parents. And
Yeah.
you're all about that. You
I
love
love
bringing
that.
the family to the show.
I'm all for the fam.
ISO's father, Roger, follows me on Instagram. We chat. He's the best.
What if, I love that.
Well, because, you know,
Yes.
ISO's, I won't put him on blast, but he says that I'm like his older brother that he always wanted. So
Aw.
that's very sweet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, anyway, that show in Denver is, I think it's sold out now. So
Go them.
he sold out 4
Oh,
of
is
his
it just ISO show? Knock something?
But Knock 2 sold out his first debut show in LA in 25 hours.
Jesus.
Yes, these kids.
They're
kids are the
destined
truth.
for this life.
It is good. It is great. But hey, Noodles, we could talk to you about anything forever, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, these were some good topics.
Thanks.
Can you just blast your tour just a little bit?
So I leave for tour with Kehlani August 1st, and we're gone for like 4 months. Like we're
Yeah.
going to South Africa for the first time. We're going back to South America. Domestic tour run off of like her new album and her last album. It was good until it wasn't. But then my manager was like, "Listen, we need to do like a small Noodles run before you go. So it's gonna be 8 shows on my Rowdy Town tour tomorrow. It's gonna tell you the cities. It's like LA, San Diego, Seattle, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Austin, Texas, Chicago, and I think that's it. But
Damn.
yeah,
So give us your favorite city to play in. Not
Chicago,
obvious answer.
Chicago and Toronto.
Yeah.
I think
What's like the most unexpected like city though? Like
Atlanta.
really?
Yeah.
Everyone
Everyone dances. It feels like London out there. Like people don't even
Nice.
care what you play. It's just so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the tour announcement tomorrow, and hopefully when you come back from the Kalani tour, you know you'll still have that energy. You get back
Yeah.
on Twitch, you know.
I'm ready.
That's good. Well, we gotta try this Jollibee. I think that's what's good. We're gonna take a quick break right now. We're gonna get this food in here, and then we're gonna see if we're gonna take some of your guys' calls here on the show. I don't know what to expect, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I gotta see our reaction with the spaghetti. I
Yeah,
feel
guys,
like
keep it chill. Let's be chill. All right, we'll be back after this. Stick around. Let's go. All right, the Jollibee has been. That actually looks insane. when
Yeah,
you
this is
present
big
it this
platter.
way.
I will say.
Oh, can we get a pineapple juice by
Right
any
here.
chance? Oh, it's right here? Okay. Oh, God, I had to have the pineapple juice.
Yeah, you need the pineapple.
Okay, first of all, can I shout out the logo? It's just so good.
Oh my God! Noodleheads, drop the Jollibee emote.
I love like 1930s and 40s cartoons, so you know they're jumping right into this. Now, okay. You just got to eat over this bucket.
Okay.
So tell us about the chicken and what makes it so, because he seems like a fried chicken expert. Also,
Okay.
this is, yeah, go ahead.
So Jollibee has these buckets of chicken, as you can see inside. Fried chicken. You can get it spicy or mild. I'm not a spicy bitch because I be suffering, you know. Like sometimes it be hurting my intestines. So I play it safe because I'm a little loser, and I do the mild. But they give you thighs and drumsticks.
All right.
You gonna do
perfect.
spicy or are you gonna do?
Well, how do we know which one is spicy?
The spicy are the darker ones, and then the
Okay.
light-skinned ones are the mild ones.
Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, there's a spicy
the
flag
flags
in
on
it. There's a flag. Look at that flag.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to clean up this
Can I have
desk.
some rice?
Yeah. So, do you want to try this adobo rice?
Oh, that's new. I've never.
You're gonna
had
try
it
the
before.
original. I could tell your face was not stoked on it when I said the adobo.
You guys.
So tell us
need
about the
rice.
rice. I'm a rice boy, so.
Okay, wait. Is there only one? Let's share it.
Oh, okay. But
Okay, wait. So bite into the chicken, but you need the gravy. So like, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay,
You need
so
to dip it in the gravy.
okay. This is a lot. Here we go. Dipping it in the gravy. We don't have plates on this set, so you're gonna have to eat it over the bucket. I'm sorry.
She's bucketing it.
All right, here we go. With the gravy.
What do you think?
Yeah, this shit's on KFC.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
It's usually more crispy, but since it was sitting in the bag, it's a tiny bit soggy, but like it gets the work done.
I don't know. Kind of like, maybe got deeper in there, you know?
Oh yeah. Take some. Yeah, if you need some rice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We got a healthy scoop of rice here, though. Oh, yeah.
Okay, for those who don't know what Jollibee is in the chat, it's a fast food joint that originated in the Philippines. And they migrated, I think the first one was in Daly City in San Francisco. And then they started like expanding everywhere. They just opened one in downtown LA, which is where we ordered from. So shout out to the DT.
Hey, we're putting on the downtown location right now.
Yeah,
guys, so,
wait,
hey.
y'all should be paying. I'm just kidding. But I don't know how Jollibee became a part of my branding because I feel like everywhere I go, people ask me about it. But
Well, you had this iconic photo shoot, right?
yes, I had a photo shoot with Sam and we were holding a bucket of chicken and some spaghetti. Oh, you gotta try spaghetti too.
Well, okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick taste. Let's try to see if we can get a caller in here, huh?
Oh yeah, let's get some calls in.
All right. Guys, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you can hop in our Discord right now and get some of this grease on you.
Yeah.
Derek, you're live. Oh my goodness. Derek, what's up? Derek, can you hear us? Let's try this Yum Burger.
Ooh, Yum Burger.
Derek? Did Derek leave? Okay.
Derek, you just won tickets.
This burger is just a patty and sauce. They don't fuck around. They get straight to the basics. All right, so Derek is gone. This has obviously been a huge success. Guys, if you want to jump in the waiting room here, if you're a subscriber to the Twitch channel, please do that. Oh, Derek is back in, so let's see if this works. Derek, what's up? Hello. Let's try this Yum Burger.
What do you think? There's no lettuce in it, but it gets the job done, right?
It's super simple. Yeah, I'm loving it.
But describe the patty. Like, is it salty? Is it moist? Is it like?
Damn. Yeah, the patty feels like pretty condensed, but thin, you know? Yeah.
How about the bun? Is it like soft?
Could be, I mean, pretty soft for what you're getting.
Okay.
know?
Would you say like McDonald's, like, you know,
You know what makes the McDonald's one pop off though? The pickles and onions.
Oh yeah.
Derek, what's up? Aw. Derek, we can't hear you. You're in a lawnmower. All right.
He's asking how to push the top.
They bagging.
All right, Derek.
We love you, Derek.
Yo, this pineapple juice is smacking.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
good.
Pineapple juice is smacking. He's getting tased.
Yeah, he's getting tased right now. Derek, jump out of here. I'll bring you back in a second. Spirits. Can you hear us, Spirits? First ever call-in line. Hello. Oh, there you go.
Not the drumstick.
Not the drumstick.
I was actually hungry when I got here.
All right, so let's try this adobo rice, though. This is what you were talking about right here.
I've never seen this on the menu. Is this new, you guys, Jollibee eaters?
There you go.
So adobo, for those who don't know, it's a Filipino dish it's made from soy sauce, garlic, black pepper, and they basically just let it marinate and saute in a pan. It's like a very simple dish to make, but I guess Jollibee made an adobo rice.
Hey.
Can use chicken or pork. I don't know what this is.
Let's see what's good. Spirits, I don't see your microphone. Nope. Oh, there's the photo. The Jollibee photo.
Yeah, this is me and So Super Sam. She's another DJ from LA. We announced our headlining show for New Year's Eve in 2019 with this photo. And I don't know why we picked Jollibee, but it just worked, I guess. And yeah.
Oh, it works. It just
works.
works. All right, let's try these fries.
Oh, try the French fries.
All right. Now, I'm going to test this real quick and put Girl Jackie in here. Girl Jackie, can you hear us? Hello. All right.
Hello.
See, that works.
Oh, yeah.
Girl Jackie, how you doing?
Enjoying stream. How's the food? I'm getting really hungry.
Okay, it's working now. Hi.
I like this.
Oh, there's
reverb.
Spirits. Now, you guys sound like Spirits because the audio is coming in double, so.
I like it.
Oh,
It's like a reverb. Spirits, welcome to Brownies Lemonade Tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I have to be really quiet because my parents are asleep.
Do you have to be quiet?
Yeah, my parents are asleep.
Maybe
The
mute.
parents are asleep in the other room. She's gotta keep it quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm an avid
Hey, we
chicken
love
enjoyer,
Jackie.
Just in the next
and I
room.
want KFC now.
Some more stream. Should we whisper?
Spirits, this is good though. You're encouraging us to all maybe talk a little bit more
Yeah, I feel like I was shouting.
more intentional and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Hello.
been listening to a lot of Wii Sports theme recently. What do you guys think of Wii Sports?
This is you know what? This is great. I'm loving this. Let's see if we can get Derek on. Derek. Oh my gosh.
Yo. What's up, dog?
Derek, what's up? All right, let's try this spaghetti.
I wanted to ask you, Chad, have you ever
Yeah.
thought of interviewing the artists that you're hosting at these events? Like, I can't imagine if you had like an in-depth interview with Sub Focus, like the amount of attention that would bring. Or for an artist like ISO who's just like coming out, like that could give so much representation to these artists. And they're all there at your events.
So you're saying that if I brought them on this talk show, or are you talking about it in a different interview format?
You know, it would probably be more convenient for them just to run like a quick interview prior. Just fun facts, like ask Jaws, like what was the first event you ever went to? Beyond like playing, like what does the scene matter to you? I think
That's a good point.
So much depth.
Well, see, one of the reasons why I want to do this talk show and Noodles, like, I feel like the interview format, though, for a lot of ways, just kind of gets a little bland for artists, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of something a little bit more fun. We can delve into your personality. Oh,
Yeah.
so she's making me eat the spaghetti
Yeah,
first.
I need
All
you
right,
to
here
eat
you go.
it.
Hold on. Derek, hold that thought. Hold on. We got to try this. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, we did a meet and greet.
That's
There's
so
like
Super Sam.
150 kids that paid for a meet and greet to meet us, and we offered them Jollibee, and Jollibee gave free meals. It was great.
Oh, my God.
What do you think?
That is so sweet. And it's hot dogs in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Filipinos use hot dogs in it.
Evan, you got to jump on this.
Same kind of style spaghetti when I was in college.
So this is Evan's famous, you know.
Just that's it from Uber Eats.
Sorry, say that again.
You what? Oh,
I'm glad
sorry
you
if
took
I
the
was
second
interrupting.
bite.
Yeah, I had to. All right. We're trying out this calling thing. So Derek, yeah, I agree. Like Sub Focus and some of these older artists, like if we get like their feedback on stuff, would be really interesting. I think in that format. So that's actually a good. That's a good way to think about it.
You know, content is king for discovery, and anything you can make would be huge for you and huge for the artists as well. A huge way to connect with a large group of people.
Well, I mean, I think that using your platform as much as you can is important. We just like this talk show because I feel like it's an interview format that breaks up the monotony, but we've always talked about having a real serious music podcast, like,
Yeah.
or something to kind of go a little bit more in depth.
I think also too, like, this is not really a like we're not thinking too hard on this interview. It's kind of like just us vibing and showing you guys, like, is that what is he trying to ask? He's basically saying like to interview
Like more of like a
high-
fun facts, more like kind of
okay.
like
Yeah,
more get a little bit more of like the insight into the artist,
Got it,
especially because
got it,
like
got
we're there from like
yes.
Well, I got the idea after the Sub Focus show.
Okay.
I just had an opportunity to talk to Jaws after, and I wanted to make him remember me. So I thought, what can I say? I asked him, what was the first event you went to rather than like the first event you DJ'd? Like, what got you into the scene? And he mentioned like some San Diego LED event, and kind of like Nardwar, like you bring up some random fact.
That is cute.
Yeah, I have another question for you as well, Chad.
okay. What's up, Mizu? Go ahead, Derek.
What was Brownies and Lemonade like when you started at UCLA, when you started to reach into the college scene like that?
So, Jose and Kush started Brownies Lemonade in college. I actually went to UCLA 4 years. I started as a freshman the year after they graduated. So we just missed each other. But it was so funny because there's a lot of parallels, right? Brownies and Lemonade started as a college party. They would throw these like house parties that were just like ragers. And they got this reputation. Would you like your peach?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
They got this reputation for throwing these parties that were like kind of like in apartments and how you do like at UCLA, as you know, in Westwood and over by the frats and stuff. And I coincidentally did this same exact thing with parties, but for like the generation and classes after us. And then we both met after school, probably in like 2011, right around the time that I graduated. And then we're both like, oh, you went to UCLA, and we had all these similar stories. So the culture at UCLA was very much more house party oriented. I don't know are you a UCLA student, Derek?
I'm hoping to get into USC in the fall, but still waiting to hear back.
Well, wishing you good luck. But yeah, I mean, it was the college culture, like you're saying, the house party culture, that energy. That's what everyone wants to emulate in their career, you know?
It's just like to be able to say like you lived like a good, entertaining, college experience, I guess. It's like a nostalgic feel, right? Like, I don't know.
In that case, how do you see Brownies and Lemonade connecting to the college scene currently?
That's a good question. I think that just we got to engage with them on what they like a little bit more too, and not get so stuck in what we do.
Yeah.
I think you have to be aware of what younger people are into, or else you're being ignorant to things that
Yeah.
they're not better or worse, they're just different.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we try to do on TikTok and all that stuff, but to be a little bit more tapped into what people are doing as we get older.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, I don't know. You also don't want to become like the old head wash DJ that's just hating on everything the young kids are doing. Like,
Right.
I think you guys with the Brownies crew, like you guys do a really good job at trying to just stay updated with like, I don't know, the latest craze or like the new genres of music coming out. Like, you guys are very versatile with like your music selection.
Thank you.
Like your new music drop tweets, like you guys are very inclusive with like pop music, like, electronic shit.
And also shout out to Ramon Pang for helping us curate that. Derek, thank you so much. This was awesome. And Spirits, thank you.
Thank you, Derek. You're the best.
Spirits, sorry I couldn't hear you, so I had to put you in the waiting room again. But Derek, yeah, call back next time. Talk to you soon. Guys, I will take the next person who comes in here that is a subscriber in our Discord. Jump in the waiting room. We'll take one more caller before we leave. Micah, this fucking peach pie is slapping.
Tell them.
This mango peach pie, the consistency on the inside it's so much better than a McDonald's
So
apple
what's
pie.
in it? It's a deep fried apple pie. Well, it's like, if you're gonna compare it to McDonald's, it's like their apple baked pie, but this is deep fried, right? So
The
like,
exterior is almost like an egg roll.
it's exactly that. It's like bubbly and like crispy and crunchy, and then like you get this like sweet, delicious tropical filling inside that's just peach and mangoes. Like,
No, it's great.
it's phenomenal. I never not get this. So every time I go
I
to
love
Jollibee.
it. Evan, what do you think about that?
Oh man, no, I didn't get a chance to try the. I want to try the sweet meat, the
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, the
You gotta try
spaghetti.
We're gonna give it to you soon. We got just a few more minutes left. I'm gonna bring in Ramon Pang. Ramon Pang, what is up?
Roro with the ice cream.
Good.
You're Filipino.
Yes, I am.
Do you like Jollibee?
Filipino.
I live for Jollibee.
Yeah.
When I went to the Jollibee in the Philippines, I don't know how to explain it. It just smacked like 5 times harder.
Damn. Smack
Good
5
job.
times harder. It was like Mark McGuire on steroids, right?
No, for real.
Hit that many more home runs. That's awesome. Well, what have I not tried yet? What's a pineapple? What's your
That
Yeah.
shit flaky.
It's
That
flaky.
shit flaky as fuck.
Wait, one of these is the banana one. Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the banana lanka. It might be the banana lanka one too, which is like
Oh, that one's bomb.
lanka in Filipino culture is basically a jackfruit. So banana
Yeah.
with that in a pie that's deep fried. That's a new flavor they just came out with.
Lazy Dude is shouting out the pineapple quencher.
Ooh.
So what's your feedback on the pineapple quencher? Early take.
Honestly,
it's gas. I have no
This
complaints.
combination right here is like better than anything America got going on.
Wow.
Like Burger King, you know what I'm saying? You can sit and spin, bro. Like
So America missed the mark on this, is what you're
Yo.
saying.
this pineapple mango, I might have to take a couple of these for the plane.
Evan is
good.
taking a red eye to New York after this.
Oh.
I will leave it open to one more caller before, if you guys can jump in here in the waiting room. If you're a subscriber, we're opening up to you. If not, we're going to be signing off in just a second. So I gotta say, this is a solid, like, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Ooh, that's high.
I think that's a little high too. I think it's a little generous. I think it's because I'm saying it publicly. You know.
But compared to other fast food joints, right? So like you're like driving and then you see like an Arby's and then like there's a Jollibee next to it. Obviously, like you're gonna pick Jollibee. Or like if you're gonna drive and you see like a Burger King against it, like what do you?
I'm Jollibee all the way, and the
See?
variety is what's important because I like white rice. So come on. Psychology department says, "Oof, I'm looking at my DoorDash for Jollibee now." So this is how it starts, y'all. Save those receipts so we can prove that. Ramon, is there anything you want to say to our the lovely people out there before we sign off?
I want to give the Jollibee experience that I'll never forget. This is a great story. Right after I graduated college, I visited my family in Manila, and they were like, "Oh, let's get you LASIK surgery because it's like super cheap over there." It was like maybe like $300 per eye or something like that.
Right.
So I got my LASIK surgery, and then our driver comes and is like, "Do you want to go to Jollibee before we take you home?" And I was like, "Yes." And then as I get in the car, my eyes just start going crazy. But then I just have them closed for like 2 hours straight. And he's like, "What do you want from Jollibee?" I'm like, "I don't even care. Like, just give me that shit." And then when I got back home, I don't even look at what I'm eating. And all I remember was that it was bomb. I think it was like the adobo rice and like the chicken joy and the banana ketchup.
Hell
I feel like at a certain point it just all blends together.
Yeah, it's just like all
Exactly.
savory and
Because if
good.
you were blinded and like you just put all of this like kind of fried stuff in a,
That's-
It smelled great.
That's hella
all
funny
I
you say you
remember.
got LASIK, because like I got LASIK eye surgery, and if you go back to that photo that me and Sam with that Jollibee pic of us holding the bucket of chicken, I'm wearing my LASIK eye goggles. Not that one, the other one, with
God.
the meet and greet photo.
oh, iconic though.
That one. We're both wearing our LASIK goggles. So we had like left our LASIK doctor's office and we were like, wait, these goggles are fucking sick. Like we look like we're in the 90s. And so we were like, we
remember
should
these
start rocking these at shows.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm glad you said you got LASIK because I 1000% co-sign on LASIK surgery. I think it's fun.
This is for sure like an Aaliyah